Coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Sajak and Vanna White.
It's the end of an era. Wheel of Fortune's longtime host is leaving his post. What he'll be doing instead. Plus, Tin Lizzy Lounge is showing us how to make drinks for Pride Month, including their Cosmopolitan with the twist. Then the Seattle International Dance Festival is giving us a preview of their performance for this week, featuring dancers from all around the world. And we're taking you inside the new Mint Progressive Indian restaurant. Learn how to make their Southern Fried Cauliflower appetizer. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hi, we're just jamming out here every day, you know, that's how we roll. We are so happy you are here with us today. I'm Mireya Garcia.
And I'm Carly Henderson, and get this, it is National Hermit Week, which is being celebrated by just finding the joy in being alone. So if you needed an extra excuse for some alone time, there you go. You know, nice to be a hermit for like once in a while, right?
It is, and I like only half jokingly have had this conversation with Carly in the past that when I get home, sometimes I just stare at a wall, like just in total silence.
Yeah.
And I think we agree on that.
Yeah, I appreciate it more than ever, I'll say that.
You know, it is the end of an era for the iconic Wheel of Fortune. I remember watching this all the time as a kid, you know. And the longtime host, Pat Sajak, says that he is leaving his role after more than 4 decades. The show's upcoming season is slated to start in September. That'll be his last, okay? So Sajak will reportedly serve as a consultant, so he's not going away entirely for about 3 years once his time as host ends. So there's no timeline right now for a naming a new host, but I feel like this is going to be a really big deal, kind of like we saw with Jeopardy. I think we're going to be seeing some guest hosts and see where we land.
Yeah, it was rumored that Ryan Seacrest is talking to producers about potentially hosting that. He'd be great at it. He hosts so much already, though. Like, share the love, let somebody else do it. And you know what a lot of fans want? Vanna White. She's been on that set for so long. She's been familiar for decades as well. She's filled in for him. So I feel like she definitely deserves a good shot at hosting this.
I love that idea, actually. Yes.
Yeah, give Vanna White a promotion. Barbie and Ken, another dynamic duo. They're coming to the real world. On Twitter, Barbie the movie stars Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. And they announced a global Barbie tour. So in addition to the usual New York and Los Angeles, they'll visit 8 cities all over the world, including Seoul, South Korea, Sydney, Australia, Toronto, Mexico City, and a few more. This is exciting.
Wow. You know, they really had to up the ante, though, because we've been talking about the Barbie movie for so long, months now.
Yeah.
We started with the little teaser trailer, remember that? And now we're here, so I guess they're getting their people out there now.
Yeah, the video was really cute, too, because she asked him if he's packing his rollerblades, and Ryan Gosling was like, I don't know how to do that in real life. That's just for the movie. I don't know if he got a double or if he does really know how to do it, but I think there's going to be a lot of rollerblading in the film.
Did you see that new photo spread of Ryan Gosling as like a cowboy?
I did not.
Okay, so he looks great, of course, he looks great, look it up, but the thing that's cracking me up is that now that he is officially our Ken, whether you like it or not, all I can see is like the Barbie and Ken now. So he's photographed, you know, brooding as a cowboy, and I just think like, oh, he's a little Ken.
Yeah, Cowboy Ken. There we go.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited about this next one. Okay, so Selena Gomez officially teasing some new music on Instagram. She posted a photo of herself inside a Paris recording studio. Oh, we have the photo. How gorgeous does she look?
So gorgeous.
Okay, so she is working. It's captioned, "Don't worry, guys, just it's coming even from Paris." So if there's a new album that's being worked on, it would be her first since the 2020's Rare. In April, she wrapped filming on the 3rd season of the show. I love this show, Only Murders in the Building, for Hulu. So she has been booked and busy, but I'm glad to see her back in studio.
Me too. She's really diversified her business too. She's one of those pop stars that has so much going on. When she's acting, we love her as an actress. When she's killing it with her Rare Beauty line, we always want, you know, to see more of her music and that sort of thing. So I'm glad that she's finally giving us a little bit more music. 3 years has been long enough.
Yes.
And I'm excited to hear what her new sound is going to be. I really liked Rare, her last album. That song Vulnerable, so catchy. I might go back and listen to that today. So I'm glad to hear it. Netflix is making big plans for its next live event. This time, it's going to be for sports. So according to the Wall Street Journal, the company is in talks to live stream a celebrity golf tournament this fall. This is going to be held in Las Vegas. It's expected to feature stars from Netflix documentaries like Drive to Survive and Full Swing. Netflix's first successful live event was Chris Rock's comedy special. Interesting.
That was big.
Yeah. When I first heard this, I was kind of like, golf? Like, we're starting the big, exciting live stream with golf? Because to me, it's just one of the less exciting sports to watch. But after everything that happened with the Love is Blind reunion and some of the technical difficulties that happened there, I can see why they'd want to start with a more chill sport.
I think so. Golf has been a very dramatic, sort of off the green, if you will. But, you know, I think that this is going to be a sort of change that I wasn't expecting to see in the sports world. You know, I was talking earlier today with John Hopperstad about how interesting it is that there's fans of sports of every age, but I do wonder if the older fans are going to be missing out, or they're going to need to jump in fully into the streaming services to be able to enjoy these sports.
Yeah, maybe it's another way if like your mom is using your Netflix account or your dad's using your Netflix account, get them signed up on their own if they want to check out this celebrity golf tournament.
Oh, wow, so interesting. We'll see where the sports world goes here, okay? And it can't get cuter than this next story. Okay, so Juno the Otter at the Oregon Zoo showing off some really amazing basketball skills. Look at this, okay. Just adorable with the little ball, but
what?
Bam! Bam!
What?
Yeah, Juno was taught how to dunk with a mini basketball by the zookeeper. So they actually did this to help her strengthen her little otter elbows. And Juno's been practicing on a closed hoop, so kind of like a bowl, I guess.
Yeah.
Now a full hoop has been mounted, and she is just out there sinking those rocks, baby. So it's giving her a chance to show off some amazing skills. I think this is so cute.
That's incredible. Wow, those are major skills. I did not think I was going to be seeing that today.
Right?
But I'm really glad we did. When it comes to staying at a hotel, room service can be a nice way to, you know, treat yourself a little bit. But a new Hotels.com study shows that people are requesting some very weird and interesting things. So some of the asks included diet water, melted ice cream, a no egg white omelet. About 500 hotels took place looking at requests from people around the world. Diet water, that's gotta just be lost in translation, right?
I wonder, although they do sell some flavored waters that aren't really water. I wonder if that's what people are asking for. But can you imagine only yolks in your omelet?
No.
That's too much, my friends.
It would be flavor packed, I guess.
It would be flavor packed, that is for sure. Wow.
Yeah, I know people like melted ice cream though. I like my ice cream really hard though. I like to take it straight out of the freezer, and if it's in a little tub, I like to skim my, to skim my spoon across it and chew it.
Wow, no, I don't. Yeah, my husband and I differ on that. Like, he will drink, he'll just put it in his plate and then walk away. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, do you need me to take that? I got
you. Speaking of lists here, so peak wedding season right around the corner. You just went to a wedding, in fact. Yeah, okay, so there's some new data that says the average price of a wedding this year is $29K. $29,000, my goodness. And that's actually $9,000 more when compared to 2020. I think it was even more before the pandemic. But
probably. Yeah,
the wedding planning website Zola says vendors are paying more for flowers, food, and labor. You know, we've seen that across the board, but oh boy, people are paying dearly. Some wedding trends, though, this year: smaller guest lists, that doesn't surprise me, a more intimate setting that transforms a space into an experience, and then some retro looks. So you remember for a while we were really doing a lot of that like farmhouse style weddings. Seems like people are wanting to do something a little more retro with a little more pizzazz, maybe even throwing disco balls in the theme.
Yeah.
That's exciting, very much like a party.
I love it. I love going to weddings.
Oh,
It's
so
so much
fun.
fun. I will say though, I've never gone to a wedding in the city that I've lived in, except for maybe when I was a little kid. It is all, I just have my people sprinkled all over the place. I'm always flying there. So it is such an industry, even just for the guests that are attending too. You know, you easily spend over $1,000 between airfare, Airbnb, and all that stuff too. So it's not just the couple that's paying a lot of money; it's the guest as well. But it's so much fun. And the wedding I went to last weekend had I was like trying to count all the different seats and rows. I think it was about 75 people, and that felt like the perfect amount. It wasn't too big. It felt like you could talk to anybody. I found out with some of the people that I was sitting at their table, we had mutual friends, even though we went into this wedding not knowing if we were going to really know anyone other than the couple themselves. So I felt like it was a really nice sized wedding.
It's
so
nice.
fun. I love
a
weddings.
good time to catch up.
Yeah.
But you know, I will tell you that there are also so many weird rules about you know, what you as a guest should do at weddings. So of course, we have the couple spending a ton of money if they're providing food as they usually do, or you know, an open bar as some people might choose to do. But there are also kind of general rules about what you as a guest should be spending. So on top of the trips that Carly was talking about here, which is more and more common, you know, you're kind of supposed to guesstimate how much they spent on you and then spend it in return as a gift, which can also get so pricey. Can you imagine a five hundo on a gift or something like that?
That's a lot. I've never given that much.
No,
for a gift.
me neither. We try our best. We try our best.
Yeah.
But you know, oof, it's just a very expensive things getting married.
It
know?
definitely is.
Hey, listen, so 7-Eleven Slurpees, they're getting a new look.
Yeah, that's what I hear. So Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet, they are joining us next with the reason behind this whole rebrand. And you know what? Do not forget, because this Friday, Studio 13 Live is broadcasting from beautiful Bellingham. We're so excited. We're going to be showcasing the town's best activities, places to eat, and things to see.
And then after the show, you can actually stop by and meet us. We're going to be hanging out at the Hotel Bellwether this Friday from 11:30 to 12:30. We hope to see you there.
Yeah, I'm gonna make.
Welcome back. So one of the most anticipated movies of the year, of course, the Barbie movie.
We're always talking about it. And it turns out that Ryan Gosling actually played a pretty big part in Ken's iconic look. So joining us today to chat all about this, Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Tell us all about it, friends.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yeah, so Ryan Gosling, the Oscar-winning costume designer, her name is Jacqueline Duran. She had said that they only had about 11 weeks to put this entire thing together, and they were grabbing clothes from every which way. And apparently during one of the very last fittings of clothing, Ryan Gosling came up with the idea of putting Ken's name around the band of the underwear, kind of like the Calvin Klein deal. So now the underwear, of course, reads Ken, and that picture's gone viral since they dropped all the original pictures for the movie. And Ryan Gosling came up with that idea.
That
so
is
there
so
you
lovely.
go.
It's nice to know that they listen to the actors too. You know, I think a lot of times actors are fighting for that respect for their ideas to be taken into account. So it's nice they listen to him, even, you know,
That's
on an
right.
underwear band.
You'll die on this
Underwear
underpants hill.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
Hey, if you're big Tina Turner fans, there's actually a big local show that you can attend. Tell me about that.
So July 1st at the Showbox downtown, there is going to be an all-star jam. And when I say all-star, I mean like a local amazing panel of powerhouse female singers that can do Tina Turner justice. So if you were part of the outpouring of love and support after she passed away and are thinking, boy, I'm never going to see her, or I'm never going to see her again, or, you know, I just wish that I could be amongst other Tina Turner lovers, the place for you is the Showbox July 1st. Shayna Shepherd, Brittany Davis, Seattle Soul staple Tiffany Wilson will all be there, and a ton of other people. I would also suspect, but I'm not 100% sure, I'm just suspicious at this point, that there will be lots of celebrity unannounced guests and local luminaries who will get on stage and belt out a Simply the Best or a private dancer here or there.
Oh, you imagine?
yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
Very
tickets
cool.
are definitely going to sell out for this one because people are really excited about it. So if you want to go, it is a Saturday night time to party, showboxpresents.com.
That's really cool. What a cool way to like, honor her life, you know?
Yeah.
7-Eleven, totally other lane here. 7-Eleven changing up their Slurpees. What's going on?
So how long do you think 7-Eleven's been doing Slurpees? Any idea?
60 years.
Oh, I was going to say 20, but.
Good guess.
You read the 60 years, right?
No.
Or was that just a
Are you
straight guess?
right?
That was 60 years. Very good.
I did not. I had no
Very
idea.
good.
Yay, go
We
Carly.
could've-
I need to go buy a lotto ticket
play-
today.
Next time we play Puget Sound Showdown, that question's going to be there. We'll see if you come
she's
through
going to know
again.
it.
So after 60 years, 7-Eleven is changing the design of the Slurpee cup. And it's been inspired by the insights, and I didn't even know this, that 7-Eleven has what it calls its proprietary customer research panel, the Brain Freeze Collective.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty funny,
made up-
actually.
It's made up of over 250,000 members who discuss everything about 7-Eleven stores and so on and so forth. And I guess they came up with the new design for the Slurpee cup. Now, the Slurpee is going to remain the same.
Okay.
Design is going to be changed up. And if you go to like 7-Eleven's website, a collection of merchandise, beach towels, bucket hats, Slurpee-shaped pool floats. Come on.
Okay, a little bit of
Stuff is
everything.
there for the summer. Now, because here at iHeart, they spare no expense. I don't have a color printer, but that's what it looks like right there.
We did snag some color photos, Bender,
Oh,
but thank
good.
you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for doing your
Anytime we
work.
can help out, we got it for you.
Oh, we really appreciate chatting with you guys. Thanks for being with us.
We'll see you later.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
friends.
Bye. Hey, don't forget you can catch Jody and Bender weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 95.7 The Jet, and still ahead on Studio 13 Live. We are learning how to make drinks for Pride Month.
Yes, Tin Lizzy Lounge is showing us how to make their take on the Cosmopolitan. Stick with us.
Gotta wait today. It's happening all around.
It is time for Seattle Sips, where we check out some amazing drinks in our area.
And today we're making some historic drinks to celebrate Pride Month. And for that, we are joined by Zach and JR with Tin Lizzy Lounge. Welcome, welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Good to
Yeah.
have you here. So Tin Lizzy Lounge, it's a prohibition-style speakeasy bar, right? So talk to us. It's near the Space Needle in
Yep.
Queen Anne, and it's a safe space for everyone, right?
That's what we try to create, for sure.
I love that. Tell us all about the space and some fun events that you have going on this month.
So we've got live music every Friday. It's just a really all-encompassing space. We get people from all walks of life, and we just want to celebrate good craft cocktails and good community with everyone in Seattle.
Sounds good to me.
Now, I know we're making a couple of drinks today, but not only is Tin Lizzy Lounge really an amazing place to hang out and has some great history, but there's also a celebration for Pride Month. So talk to me about what's going on there.
Yeah, we want to talk about a classic cocktail that everybody's familiar with, the Cosmopolitan, which has some LGBTQ+ history. And so we started by making you the harpoon right there, which you are welcome to try.
And I will, sir.
It is a very boozy creation from the 1940s, but that became the Cosmo, which JR is going to share with you a bit of the history and our variation on the Cosmo right now.
Love it.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you for having us again. And basically, I would love to share a little bit of history about Provincetown.
Yeah.
So in 1898, they actually started marketing it as a tourist community, and a lot of artists were attracted to the place because it was known for having an aura, or a light, if you wish. A lot of writers went there, a lot of painters. It had the most beautiful, beautiful atmosphere. And then today, it actually is a great community for the gay community.
That's
love
wonderful.
that.
Yeah.
Sweet. So,
So,
what goes into the drink?
So right now I am going to do the Zelda Cosmo for you. And we start off with about 2 ounces of vodka right here. And then after our 2 ounces of vodka, we do some peach de Vigine, which is a French liqueur. It's a French peach liqueur with vine-ripened peaches. So it actually has a little bit more sweetness naturally.
Wonderful.
I love peach.
Me too. And then 0.5 of this, I have our triple sec. So this is Jules Pichard. This is actually a more higher end triple sec that we like to use at the Tin Lizzy Lounge for most of our drinks. And then a little bit of simple, 0.5. And then also we do 0.5 of lime juice here.
Okay.
In the cutest little cup.
I know. I love this copper drinkware as well.
And it definitely gives you like that 1920s vibe
Yeah,
too.
I do love that.
It's so classy right now, just being around it.
So is this one different than this one?
Yeah, so that one's going to be the classic one. So
Right
it's
here.
going to be your cranberry juice that we're all familiar with, and lime juice, as well as your vodka. And this one over here is going to be peachy.
Ooh,
and it's named after Zelda Fitzgerald. She was a writer that was very popular in the 20s, and she also was an advocate for the gay community. She had a lot of friends in the community that were gay, and she was also known as being bi.
Okay, cool. Wonderful. One of my friends was considering naming her baby that's about to become, be born.
Yes.
Zelda, actually.
Oh,
It's a really
It's a
cute
great
name.
name.
I love
I'm going to
that.
try this one.
Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we think? What do we think? They did warn me this one was boozy, and I said I am
so good.
up to the challenge. Is
Yeah,
it good?
I love the peach in it.
Awesome.
This is
Yeah, that's one of our
fantastic.
really popular drinks there at the Tin Lizzy, and
Okay.
everyone goes for it if they don't really know what they want, but they
Yeah.
want something very refreshing.
Yeah, good recommendation
Yeah.
there. And you have a non-alcoholic drink as well, right?
We
Tell us
do.
about this one.
Yeah, so this is new on our menu. It's called the Elliot Ness, kind of going off that Prohibition era theme.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we really felt like, non-alcoholic cocktails aren't just for people who don't drink.
Yeah. Right.
Sometimes
Yeah.
people want to take a break. Sometimes you want to pace yourself. So we really wanted to create something that was on our menu that could taste alcoholic. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything, but allows you to kind of have a more pleasurable, laid-back evening. So we're going to start with Wilderton, which is kind of a non-alcoholic gin. It's kind of brewed in that style. So we'll do 2 ounces of that. We'll do 2 ounces of New London Light, which is a Nordic berry liqueur substitute.
Okay.
We'll do that. We'll do a little bit of lemon juice, and then some simple. And then you guys may remember this from last time, the vegan egg white substitute.
Yes, that's right.
We'll be doing a little bit of that just to get some nice foam on there.
Yeah, it adds that frothiness.
Yeah.
So it makes it feel very elevated.
Yeah.
You know?
And
I
you
wish
know-
they were always a vegan egg white, to be honest. It tastes good when you drink it, but it's kind of weird, to be honest.
It just saves the conversation.
Yeah,
We don't have to talk about allergies and restrictions.
Oh, that's true.
Although I will still eat raw cookie dough any day of the
You
week.
know, you can't say no to cookie dough.
Can't say no. Cookie dough's always
So
a good
this-
idea.
This will be close to an alcoholic drink called the Clover Club, which is from the 1920s, but should still have a kick to it, even though there's no alcohol in it. So whoever would like to try it.
Should we rock, paper,
Maria?
scissors?
Okay,
for
ready?
One, two, three, shoot. Ready? One, two. Wait. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay,
Okay.
you get it.
Me, I didn't even change it after I messed up.
See, I think you're going to love it.
Oh, and I do. Now, both of these are delicious, but my preference is actually right here. Something about the flavors, very herbaceous, as you've described in the past. I think it's such interesting, and I love it. I love the rise of the non-alcoholic beverage. It makes me very excited.
Have you noticed a lot more people coming in and wanting that?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like to go on cleanses. Non-alcoholic drinks aren't just for people who are sober. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
want to go on a cleanse and you want to enjoy yourself with your friends.
Yeah, and you want to feel fancy even if you don't want to get a little messy, you know?
Exactly. There you go.
Part of that inclusivity, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Yeah, this
you
is
so much.
amazing.
This is
Thank
so
you
good.
Yeah,
all.
thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I really
This
appreciate
is
it.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, we've actually posted more information on Tin Lizzy Lounge, a wonderful place for everyone. It is up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Yes, and coming up, we are getting a special performance in studio from the Seattle International Dance Festival.
Yeah, you can catch performances throughout the week from the dancers around the world. Oh, so exciting. We'll talk to them when we come back.
Like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, welcome back. The Seattle International Dance Festival brings dancers from more than 40 countries together for a week of very special performances right here in Seattle.
And now through June 18th, you can catch the local, national, and international contemporary dance works at Broadway Performance Hall and Erickson Theater. And here to share all about this amazing festival is Cyrus Kambata and dancers Lee Russell and Caitlin Wynn. Welcome!
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So excited to have you here. Oh my goodness. We caught a little bit of their rehearsal and it is just amazing. Now the Kambata Dance Company is producing the Seattle International Dance Festival this week, currently in its 18th year. So tell us about the festival and what continues to make it so unique.
Well, it is a 9-day celebration of contemporary dance from around the world. So we literally invite companies from everywhere you can imagine to perform every single night. And there's more than one company that performs in a single night. So 9 days straight of performances, and you can see all kinds of things.
So you're bringing them right to our backyard here. Where are some of the featured artists from?
Well, South Korea and Switzerland, India, France, as well as the East Coast and West Coast of the United States, and right here in the Pacific Northwest as well.
I think that's a beautiful variety, and I love how dance is sort of a language that we all speak, right? So talk to me a little bit about what people can look forward to seeing this week.
Well, they have different companies. There, like you said, there's over 40 companies, so I can't list them all.
Sure, that's okay.
But we do have, for instance, Degenerate Art Ensemble, which is sort of like steampunk meets Butoh.
Oh.
And we have a company also, which is a new company, Price Siddharth, who is from Pacific Northwest Ballet, is starting his own company called Jump Cut. And they will be performing on the last evening of the festival. And then we also have a special Korea Fest this year. So South Korean companies, there will be 4 companies performing over 2 days. And you can see that, as well as Kambata Dance Company. Which will be performing.
Yeah, so I want to hear from Leah and Caitlin. Tell us about what you're going to be performing today.
So today we're actually doing 2 excerpts from 2 different pieces. You'll be singing a duet from Damaged Goods and also a solo from our piece Strange Animals, which we will be performing this Sunday evening, the 18th. And Strange Animals is really sort of a fun little romp. It draws a lot of parallels between human and animal behavior, and it kind of it's a very lighthearted, fun feel to it. Kind of feels like a road trip with all your friends.
That sounds like a good time.
Great description. Wow. Okay, so when can people catch the performances that you're going to be kind of sharing with us today, and who are you going to be sharing the stage with?
Well, yeah, this Sunday also I am performing a solo work of my own this evening tonight.
Congratulations.
Tuesday, thank you very much. Yeah, this evening, the 18th. Damaged Goods, we are actually going to be performing in Germany in July, but
That's exciting. Yeah, so exciting.
Yeah, so the whole festival takes place June 10th through the 18th. So there are literally performances every single night. You have a lot of local dancers like Leah and others who will be performing in something called Spotlight in Seattle. So you kind of see what's inside the Seattle scene, you know, in dance. And then, of course, we have the international artists as well.
Oh, so exciting. Okay, well, we want to make sure everyone gets an opportunity to see your wonderful excerpts here. So take it away.
Yep, I'll take your mic. Thank you.
them.
Beautiful
Oh my
dance.
goodness. I can tell you, Carly, I have never moved so gracefully in a turtleneck and slacks in my life.
Girl, me either wearing anything. So for both of you, what do you love most about performing this piece?
Well, this is actually my first few shows with Kambata, so it's all these new energies and feelings and people.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to like do my thing again.
Did it take a while to develop that trust? Like I was just looking at your head back when Leah's leg was going over. I was like, I would be so scared to do that.
There's a little, but I feel like dancers, we try to
have each other's
find
backs.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly.
And I have to say, the grace, the fluidity. I mean, like I was watching our preview screens here, and it looked beautiful on the television, but I think in person, it's just a whole different animal. I mean, you're able to experience that completely. But I want to hear about the connections that you make in the dancers community, people from all over the world. But like I said, it's a language that everyone can speak.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just speak really quickly to the Seattle dance community itself. It's a really supportive community that's very welcoming of both new and existing artists in all different types of art forms, and that really carries over into the International Dance Festival. I think we really welcome new artists with open arms, and it's, yeah, even when we have artists from other countries that maybe don't speak a lot of English, there's just this immediate sense of connection that's present there, and this mutual admiration and respect that just is really inspiring to be around. Yeah.
Oh, keep doing what you're doing.
Performances, absolutely. And we do have more information. Again, congratulations to you all on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. Definitely a performance you don't want to miss. And coming up next, we are continuing our conversation with the cast of the top Netflix show, Never Have I Ever.
What they have to say about breaking stereotypes, working with Mindy Kaling, and their friendship outside of work. That's up next.
Welcome back. We are so excited to continue our conversation with the cast of the #1 hit Netflix show, Never Have I Ever.
That's right. Today I'm bringing you my interview with Richa Morjani and Poorna Jagannathan, who play Davey's mom and cousin on the show. We talked all about breaking lazy stereotypes, what it was like to work with Mindy Kaling, and their friendship when the camera stopped rolling.
Congrats on the final season.
Thank you.
I know you guys have become really close in real life too. Just a little bit. What's your go-to thing that you FaceTime each other about these days?
Everything.
Oh my God, I wish it was something that we didn't FaceTime. It's inappropriate FaceTiming.
Like most of it's really inappropriate.
Like what?
I don't know. Like
it's a lot of outfit situations.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
A lot.
But also, like, you know, even after the show, when I went on to do my next project, I was like, oh my God, what am I going? I don't know anyone here. I was terrified, and I remember calling her when I was getting my makeup done on my first day, and she just immediately made me feel like I belonged there, even though she wasn't there.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. We FaceTime a lot. We FaceTime almost every day.
Yeah.
And it's just Richa is like the person that I call with good news, the person I call with bad news.
Yeah.
It's just that person in my life. Just an unbelievable anchor.
Yeah. What about thinking back to the very beginning, like season 1? What were your first impressions of each other, and are there any impressions of the rest of the cast that like really stand out to you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I feel like over time, like Richa's just blindingly beautiful, but over time, the learning how her insides match her outsides are just stunning. It's a stunning revelation.
Aww. Thank you. I was a huge fan of Poorna's before I met her. Yeah. So I was like a fangirl when I met her. But I didn't know that one day we would become best friends. So it was just, and you know, obviously we've gotten to know the rest of the cast so much since the first time we've all met, and it's just been so amazing to feel like we've actually all grown up together on this show.
Did you play it cool when you met her, or did you let her know you were a
Not
fangirl?
really. I was majorly fangirling her.
So nice.
I don't know. Did I play it cool? I don't know.
You're so cool.
For good reason. And Poorna, you've gotten like so much recognition for how you play Davey's mom. People love it. What does it feel to be getting that recognition for such a multi-layered way of playing the Indian mom?
Well, it's not so much recognition of the characters, recognition of the power of nuanced writing, and writing for a character that's never written for, which is the immigrant mom, which is just like relate to the background or into really lazy stereotypes. So it's really what happens when you give a character a three-dimensional life. It is the you know, it's so easy for me to perform this. It's so easy for me to have an incredible bond with not only the cast but with Devi because of the writing, you know, and to show this parent figure that you don't see often in any kind of television. The parent that's strict and parent that's struggling, the parents of grief and parent of joy. It's
and sexuality, everything.
Yeah, I love your relationship with Davey in it too. It's so fun. I'm really close with my mom, so it's really fun to watch like the mother-daughter dynamic.
And so many people watch this show with their parents or with their mom.
Yeah.
So many Indian moms have come to me and told me I watched this show with my daughter, and I just think I never had a show like that to watch with my mother. When I was growing up.
Totally.
Yeah. Well, the show's amazing for so many reasons, and like you said, it's layers. I love how multi-layered it is.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that comes from Mindy Kaling, you know, co-creating and executive producing this show,
and
Lang Fisher.
And Lang Fisher and their relationship to their parents who have passed as well. Mindy's mom and Lang's dad.
Yeah. What's it been like working with Mindy Kaling, and is there any advice she gave you that really stuck with you?
Oh wow.
Great question. To be part of the Mindyverse is just a whole other. I could stay. If this show had a sequel, and then
I would do anything that she anything that she wrote. I would do
any
it.
size, anything. Her sense of humor, but she's also just she was such an icon, but she's so funny and so approachable and so involved. And I always tell she always encouraged us to bring our full selves to set. So suggestions on script and outfit and food we ate and everything. She was open.
So open to collaboration, and she's such a giving person, not in terms of just physical too, but she's just such a giving person with everything.
And also the power of a female-led set. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. We are ruined forever.
It's totally different.
It's so hard to be on a set that does not have that now.
I love that. I have that on my show, too, and I feel so grateful for it, too.
It's so rare.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's different.
Well, great job. Thank you so much for chatting with Studio 13 Live.
Yeah, our time
this has been great.
Goes so
I wish
fast.
these interviews could be longer.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
You can catch the 4th and final season of Never Have I Ever on Netflix right now. I really wish we could have talked for longer. It's always so hard squeezing everything you want to ask into this 5-minute interview, but I really enjoyed talking with them. I also met them the night before we shot this, and you instantly pick up on their real life relationship there, so it was fun to just start the chat talking about that.
What a fun opportunity. Thank you for bringing us along. It was so fun to watch.
I know, it was great. Hopefully much more to come.
Absolutely.
Also, you did something very cool recently,
I did.
which I'm excited to check out. So a new modern Indian restaurant opened in Seattle that blends innovation with culinary artistry. Tell us about it.
Very fancy, very delicious. Okay, so I'm taking you to Mint Progressive Indian, where I had the chance to learn how to make one of their most vibrant, flavorful dishes from the southern part of India. It was so special to get to learn from such a talented chef. Mint Progressive Indian has arrived to the heart of Seattle.
I wanted to bring something new to Seattle, which is this progressive Indian cuisine. To me, progressive it's fun, it's new.
Elevated but not stuffy. A beautiful scene with, of course, some mint-colored decor. But I am taking you behind the scenes.
I'm in a kitchen. It is time to get cooking. Lucky for you, I'm not the one doing the cooking. I have a chef here with Mint, and we are going to make something delicious. What are we making today?
So we are making southern fried cauliflower. So it's basically from the south part of India, and it is flavor is tangy flavor with the flavor of the curry leaves, mustard, and we'll serve with the coconut chutney. This is also from the south part of India.
All right, let's get into it. Chef walks me through the whole process of making what is one of their most popular apps.
Now we are on to the main event. We are going to start coating the cauliflower. And now into the fryer so we can get that crunch just right. But if you're trying this at home, you could opt for an air fryer for that crispiness without the mess. Now the gloves are on. All right, it's time to start plating, and I get to help.
So for the plating, we have the coconut chutney, what we make. Then we have the 65 sauce, whatever we make, and then we have the sour cream, and this is the mint chutney.
All right, chef, how did I do?
Yeah.
Good.
You can
All
try
right.
my dishes.
And you can try mine.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Isn't it gorgeous? Wow. Let's see. Oh, you are so civilized. I'm over here just.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness. And I love that you walked me through all of it because I can taste all the flavors. Can't miss out on this. It's delicious. So good. And I love just regular cauliflower anyway, but double fried, oh boy. Mint Progressive Indian open 6 days a week, and you can make reservations online. We do have a link on our website. More information for you, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. We can get behind a fried vegetable.
We definitely can. And why fry it once when you can fry it twice?
That's
you
right.
know? Double the fun.
Yes, and don't forget, if you have a restaurant or a bar that you think we gotta feature on the show, let us know. Studio13live@fox.com.
Yeah, that was a really great package.
Thank you.
Now I want to go eat some cauliflower. Coming up next, it's time for K-pop with Clint.
Video journalist Clint Edwards is introducing us to an awesome K-pop group. Stick around to learn all about Secret Number.
It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Welcome back. So this next segment, just so fun. You know, here on Studio 13 Live, we love to talk about a whole lot of things, including K-pop.
Yes, we do. And our own Clint Edwards is joining us now to introduce us to another incredible group. Hi, Clint.
Hey, yeah.
Good to see you.
You too, yeah. So this week we have girl group Secret Number of Vine Entertainment. Made their return last month with their new single album Doksa, and we talked all about it exclusively here on fox13seattle.com.
What's your number? We are a secret number. Our new single, Doksa, is about a poisonous relationship that's in a cycle of breaking up and making up. So if anyone's in this situation, I hope you guys can listen to our song and relate to it.
What are you most looking forward to with this new comeback?
For me, I mean for everyone, I guess also, is to get Secret Number's name more out there. I think it's my goal. It's our goal.
What is it like as an artist being able to see people from all across the world, all different languages, all these different countries support you?
Purely just amazing. And the fact that even if our music is in Korean, everyone's just vibing together and enjoying their time. And the fact that we can all connect together is just so amazing, and we're always so thankful for that.
Do you have a message to your fans now for this comeback?
우리 보고 계시는 폭스 13을 보고 계신 우리 구독자분들과 팬분들, 저희 항상 열심히 예쁜 무대, 멋있는 무대 보여드리려고 노력하고 있으니까요. 여러분들도 아프지 마시고 몸 건강히 저희 활동 지켜봐 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 항상 감사하고 너무너무 사랑해요.
So they also talked about their goals for the future, behind-the-scenes stories, and concepts they want to try in the future. You can watch the full interview right now on fox13seattle.com.
I love that. You know, one of my favorite parts about K-pop is how passionate the fans are. Is there anything specific they really wanted to know? Were they sending you ideas for questions or anything like that?
So mainly they were really talking about a tour. They want to see them here, you know. They were talking about concepts they want to try in the future. I received hundreds and hundreds of questions about mainly the tour.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're able to
Yeah.
get something like that and make a stop here in Seattle.
I would love to see them perform. They
Me
have
too.
such a cool sound.
For sure.
So a tour and a tour. We got to have a tour, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
What other interviews do you have coming up? I know you're so busy.
So this morning I wrapped up an interview with a group VAV, a boy group who hasn't had a comeback in 3 years. Some of the members were in the military doing their mandatory service. And then next week we'll have my interview with Black Swan, a multinational group with 4 members from all different countries. And you can catch that next week on Tuesday.
Amazing. Looking forward to it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so cool. Thanks for bringing us those interviews.
Yeah, of course.
That was
Happy to do
great.
it.
I love it. And I'm always so interested in how many people are in the group, but they still make it work. And I feel like there are fans of the groups, but also like super fans of the individual artists. Is that what you find?
Yeah, that's called their bias.
Oh.
So, and if it's someone that like is their favorite member of all groups, that'd be called their ult, like their ultimate bias. It's a lot of different like lingo that you have to learn in order to be a fan of K-pop, for sure.
Nice. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, this has been fantastic.
Yeah. And before we let you go, we want to remind you we are packing it up. We're taking Studio 13 live to beautiful Bellingham this Friday. And our friend Brian McMillan is coming along with us.
Okay, we're going to be showing off some of the best places to eat, drink, and just hang out. And you know what is so fun and special about this particular show, Carly? We are going to get to meet people after the show. We're going to be at Hotel Bellwether from 11:30 to 12:30 saying hello. We would sure love to meet y'all.
Yeah, we sure would. We're also going to be heading to the Nico Cat Cafe. I'm going to be learning to canoe.
We're going to find out if you fall into that water or not.
I'm all about the paddleboard, and I definitely fell into my paddleboard, so we'll see how I fare on a canoe.
Oh, so fun. So we're also going to Spark Museum, Chuckanut Bay Distillery. Oh, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah, there's also this Good Time Girls walking tour. Can't wait to know more about that. And Old Town Cafe. So I think we got it covered.
It's a lot of things. We're going to have fun, and we really do hope you'll come and say hello. We want to high five you.